welcome to Wasteland 2. Now, what we're doing here is just running through Wasteland 2, just the early parts. I'll give you a bit of a rundown about what it is. Now, as a quick warning to anybody who hasn't played it yet, I will try and avoid any kind of spoilers because we're going to start a new game. Yeah, I can't make any promises, but we're just going to do the starting area, making our squads, and probably the first kind of quest area. Now, just a bit of a background on Wasteland 2. So, for those who aren't familiar with Wasteland as a series, because the prior game was quite a few years ago, I think it's been almost 20 years since Wasteland 1, possibly exactly on 20 now. It was nothing like this, but it was the game that inspired a series that people would be a bit more familiar with, which is the Fallout series. So Wasteland came out first. I think Brian Fargo was involved with the original Wasteland's creation, who's also looking after Wasteland 2, but he was also involved in the Fallout series as well. So Wasteland 2 was launched through Kickstarter by a company called In Exile Entertainment, which I think is Brian Fargo's company. He's the director of the company. So it's got a few names that big Fallout fans will recognise, like Brian Fargo, Chris Avellone, the composer Mark Morgan would be the other one as well. Now this game is coming out very shortly, so the 19th of September we'll be seeing the full release. You can get early access on Steam, but bear in mind when the full game comes out, it will break your save games. So if you're silly like me, you'll put 30 hours into the game before you realise that that's what's going to happen. So yeah, fun times. So we're going to make a custom character for our main dude. Now I always like the idea of, with all these different weapons, those who are familiar with Fallout, you had the special system, this is obviously different. This is the classic, so coordination, luck, awareness, strength, speed, intelligence, charisma. For those who've played Fallout, it uses the special system: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. So there's some things: intelligence, charisma, strength, luck. Those are the things that are the same. And then with the skills, again, it's been broken up a bit more with some of the skills. So for example, you Fallout, and it's traditional to Wasteland. So your Fallout games had, small weapons, heavy weapons, energy weapons, melee weapons, and unarmed. This has got brawling, which is like your unarmed. Blunt weapons and bladed weapons are separate. Assault rifles, energy weapons, handguns, heavy weapons, shotguns, sniper rifles, submachine guns. So there's a lot more different classes of weaponry. So you need to kind of specialise yourself as to what you're going to be using, and it's all fairly well balanced. I found. I'm going to make a handguns character. That's what I did on my first playthrough. That's what I'm familiar with, and I actually found him to be quite strong. And then instead of speech, you've got hard ass, kiss ass, and smart ass. So basically, when there's any kind of speech challenge, instead of just going, oh yeah, you've got 70 in speech, or 7 out of 10 in speech, or whatever, you have to have the right kind of approach. So different characters will respond to different things. That's a really cool concept. I like how that's broken up, because if you see my Fallout playthrough, the first thing I do is start sinking points into speech, because it gets you through so much. Whereas this, you can't just go, I'm just going to load myself up on speech, because you have to put it across the story. Your character's going to have nothing left. So that's your skills and attribute points. So let's make a character, shall we? We're going to go with handguns. So we need a bit of coordination. So number of action points, bonus ranged hit chance. So we need some coordination. Luck. See, I always go down. I always forget luck. Like I always say, don't worry about it. Initiative in combat. your combat speed and combat initiative. Combat speed. Your combat initiative. How often your turns come up. So if you've got a high combat, I always get these back to front. If you've got a high combat initiative, you might get 2 turns before the enemy. So this is a turn-based game when it comes to combat anyway. It's isometric, you know, think Fallout Tactics, but good. Yeah. So let's see, initiative, action points. So we don't want to be too stupid. Probably want to go there-ish. Now this guy's not going to be my leader. I actually end up making my leader another dude. Okay. So we do want a bit of speed. A little bit of strength. Let's go with some more awareness and some coordination. That looks like a pistol dude to me. So handguns we want. Oh yes, now with the knowledge skills, most of these are self-explanatory, except for toaster repair. Even reading it, you think, what the hell is that? It's a bit of a homage to Wasteland 1. So toaster repair, you find, it literally, as it says, you find broken toasters. You never know what might find inside. So yeah, as you're traveling, there will be broken toasters. It's basically like a safe, like a loot box with unique loot. It's a very flavorful skill to have. I liked having it. I thought it was cool. Alright, so we're going to go handguns. We'll give ourselves a bit of ability in talking. Definitely a smart ass. Weaponsmithing is awfully handy, but we're not going to do it with this dude. He's going to have mechanical repair. Alright, so, and generally, yeah, I did find generally 3 major skills to be ideal. You can have more if you want to spread your dudes out more. Next. Oh, now in terms of looks, there's another thing as well, which I'll show you. When you get into the game, like some of the loot that drops, it's just like, oh, Mexican hat, you know, what's that? Must be junk loot. There is actually a spot on your inventory, which I missed, which I will show to you, where you can actually change all of your, so it'll be that way, I think. Having a look at the picture. But yeah, it'll, there's some slots in the inventory which I missed where you'll be able to change all of your gear and stuff like that. So let's get this sorted quickly, shall we? So we can get right into the game. Yeah. Male. Just hit randomize till I don't look like a douche. That will do. Alright. So we've got a pistols dude, so we need someone who can be our lockpicking and safe cracking. And then we'll give them, what kind of weapons shall we give them? Energy weapons. So they're kind of like a rogue kind of thing, so let's go with bladed weapons. That sounds kind of cool. So they need, yeah, they need strength, high speed. Drop some luck. Okay. I don't really need charisma. And give them a little bit of intelligence, a little bit more speed, a little bit more strength, a little bit more awareness. There we go. Actually, let's go one back, one up. There we go. That looks good. That looks like a roguey person. Random. Oh, I should have stopped on that one. This is the thing, you go random, and then you wait, no, go back. There's no going back. But you can get some weird looking dudes. Yeah, she'll do. Yep, sounds good. Hang on, let me just fix up his snapshot, shall we? Alright, so I've got Safe cracking, lock picking, mechanical repair. We need a medic. And medics will need sniper rifles. Medics need to be able to carry a lot of stuff generally. We need some good coordination because we're using a sniper rifle, and we definitely need high combat initiative. So again, we'll draw the charisma. We need some intelligence. Yeah, that should do us. Let's Bill, good old Bill. Randomize. That looks like a medic, if I do say so myself. And lastly, so I've got a medic, now we need a leader. So they need to have some charisma. Now, what are we going to give our leader? Submachine guns. I think that's what we're going to give our leader. They need to be intelligent. Don't need to be that fast or strong. Awareness, they should be lucky. No, actually, let's go. Submachine gun, they do need a bit of coordination. Alright. Submachine guns, leadership, what else are we going to give them? Demolitions, computer science, alarm. So we don't have anyone that can disarm alarms. We don't have anyone that can do computer science. We do have someone that can do safe cracking and lock picking. Demolitions, that's going to be the thing that's going to hurt me. Oh. Yeah. This person's going to be spread thin. This person's got 5 skills. Does that work? Machine guns, computer alarms. It'll do. Alright, lady, look like a leader. Yeah, look at that. Let's call her red. That sounds like my leader. Alright. Let's go. So just gonna, so you get your difficulty level. I went seasoned last time, I'll stick with seasoned. Supreme Jerk. If you're already a hero voice and known to make raiders pee themselves. Yeah. I'd say that's going to be pretty tough. I found the game reasonably challenging to begin with. Let's just check chat, shall we? Okay. I'm just loading up chat on the other screen. Yeah, let's just skip through stuff, shall we? Because yeah, again, I don't want to give you guys any spoilers. So basically we need to go to the radio tower.
Yes, call in on your radio.
Yeah.
Once you, well, you might get what you want from some folks in the Waste through intimidation, but it doesn't always. Good luck out there, recruits.
Alright, let's rock and roll, shall we? So it'll give you these little tips to tell you, how does it all work. Switch the active ranger. You can say keywords when you're chatting. So kind of like the, I don't know if it was in Wasteland, but Fallout 1 and 2 you could do that. Alright, so let's get moving, hey? So as you can see, it's kind of, you can zoom in, zoom out. It looks quite, like the game looks, quite nice. It's not, amazing, but it looks pretty cool. And I mean, the biggest thing about it is the story is good, the voice acting is good, the quests are fun, the combat is challenging, like, it does everything a game like this needs to do. I can't really think of anything, that negative. I mean, if I'm going to think of something negative to say about it, I could say, well, yes, the graphics could be a hell of a lot prettier than what they are. That's about the only criticism I could come up with it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, one of the really cool things about this, something that Fargo said in a interview.
Ranger Team Echo, this
Um,
is Ranger Command.
yeah, blah blah blah.
Don't let that make yourself
Yeah.
10-4 Echo 1.
So
Carry
something
on.
that I think Brian Fargo said it in an interview about Wasteland 2 is that decisions that you'll make early on in the game will affect you way down the track. So you can't do what's generally called save scumming. So, you know, I'll go, oh, this sounds like a, oh, okay, I'm going to get some battle. You might get something and go, this seems like a very monumental decision that I'm about to make. I'll save the game, make my decision, see what happens, and then I might change my mind. The problem is the decision that you make, you might only start seeing the outcome, the full outcome of those decisions 3 or 4 hours later. You know, generally there'll be an immediate outcome that'll be quite obvious as to, you know, what's happened. But also you might then find later on down the track some other stuff happens as well that you go, oh, that's because I did that bugger kind of thing. You know, and at that point it's too late, and I think that's awesome. You know, it really does make you think about what you're doing. Oh, this is my bladed person, they want to get up front. Alright, let us get as close to the action as we can with all these dudes. So you start out reasonably weak, I suppose. I don't remember how easy it is at the start either, is the other thing too. I remember how hard it was towards the end, where I would be, you know, quite literally pooping my pants whenever enemies ran at me, so... Alright, so let's get up there, shall we? I'm hoping that it's not gonna, you know, this isn't gonna wind up with me being dead. I'm sure it won't. So it gives you, oh, okay, well he's dead anyway. When you hover the mouse over, it gives you a little figure to tell you your chance of hitting, which is always handy. So looting is very similar to Fallout games. You click on the dead person, it says they've got stuff, you take it. Handgun bullets, yeah, that's gonna go to him. There is a little bit of inventory management involved because you've got, you know, all different dudes with, you know, all different weapons. Like you're always going, okay, where, you know, who needs these bullets? Who needs that bullets? Right, okay, this dude's overloaded. Let's, you know, move that there. Particularly the medic. I always found that my medic was always carrying so much stuff. How do I get out of here? Oh, okay, I've got to go out the other end. Yeah, my medic was always carrying so much stuff, you know, surgical packs, healing packs, med packs. It'd be loaded down, you know, every time we'd pick stuff up. As soon as I gave stuff to the medic, oh no, he's full. He can't carry anymore. And you can use, I don't have it on any of my dudes, but bring out the character sheet here. There is an ability which I haven't selected on any of my guys, which is perception. So you can use perception to just kind of find stuff, searching about. There's these two as well that I don't know what they are yet. They obviously have something to do with the full game. Right. Let's get out of this encounter, shall we? Okay. Let's continue to the radio tower. So that gives you an idea of what combat's like. I'll actually, the next one I'll play through it a little bit slower. So this is obviously the overworld map where you go from place to place. You have random encounters as you go. You need oases to fill up your water. So there's my water counter down there. So yeah, that's very important. And there's also a bit of radiation. So here's your Geiger counter. As you continue through the game, you'll find radiation clouds. And if you start trying to get through them, you will just start absorbing radiation and die unless you find a way to get around them or get through them without taking radiation damage. So all of your chat while you're traveling comes through on these little chat box type things that pop up. A bit of blood there. Let's see what's going on, shall we? There's two paths. Let's just follow the blood. Let's do the predictable thing. Oh, what's that? Huh. A ranger star. More blood. A dude. Go to Albrecht. So there's again where your where your chat works really well. And it gives you a lot of kind of information down the bottom here about what you're seeing, which is really kind of cool.
Well, let me tell you,
Oh, and you get these random these random radio messages coming through, which are kind of interesting as to what's going on in the world of Wasteland. And there is less blood and more black stuff now. What's going on here? A metal leg. Interesting. Oh yeah, so the box here. Check that out. Pipe bomb. So for those of you who've seen me do my Fallout videos, you'll note I generally don't use explosives, and that's mainly because I tend to blow myself up. Here's the toaster, like what I was talking about. Damaged toaster, I didn't give anyone toaster repair, so. And there's a whole bunch of these kind of statues around that you can find that'll give you extra skill points, or extra classic points, or you know, things like that that you can spend, which is always kind of awesome. Alright, let's see. Alright, the oil stuff goes down here. I'll get into another combat and we'll show you a bit slower how everything goes. Shotgun shells. Oh yeah, basic trauma kit, so that's the med kit stuff. Okay. Awesome, hopefully we'll get some combat in here. Oh yeah, that's right, I was going to show you in the inventory. Clothing, that is where you can change. So, like he's got a utility pack, a blue polo shirt, junk armor pants. So they all have their own little stuff. So as you kind of pick stuff up, you can put them on like motorbike helmets, stuff like that. There's cool stuff that you find. So there's a little bit of, you know, customization as to the look of your character, which is awesome. Here we go, we'll get some combat here. Kill the giant toad. So you can click, if you sneak up on someone, you can click on them before they get a turn and hopefully get a few shots off first. Alright, so I'll run through combat a bit slower. So here you've got the weapon that you're using. You can have two different weapons equipped, a primary and a secondary. So that's my primary. If I click swap weapons, it'll swap to my secondary. That tells me how many AP or attack or action points, sorry, that it's going to use for me to be attacking this creature. There's how much damage it will do, 5 to 9 damage, how much armor penetration, and the chance of critical hit. this is how many action points I have, 7. If I've got a weapon that can change, you know, different types of ammo, different types of firing, that's what this middle button's for, and that's your reload button. Ambushing is like Overwatch, so basically you set yourself up, click ambush, and then as soon as somebody comes into line of sight, it will shoot at them. I don't know if it waits for a particular percentage chance to hit, or if it's just the first chance it gets. But there's been times where I've thought, oh, that guy's definitely in range of the pistol, and my dude hasn't shot, so I think it waits for it to be a good shot before they take it. And lastly, crouching. Crouching is awesome. Increases your chance to evade, increases your chance to hit. Can't really do it with melee weapons, but everything else, it's relevant. Let's slice and dice. So you just, so you can see there, it gives you the 70% up there. So that's my 70% chance to hit. It's on the guy as well up here. The yellow area is my furthest I can move. There would have been a blue box with the previous turn as well, you'll see with one of the other guys. That's as far as I can move and still attack. And then underneath the name of the creature, up there it's got, so it's got Toad, it's got 3, which is its armor. I don't know what the 0% thing is, I think it's like how hidden it is or something. Or how much cover it's got maybe. So yeah, see this blue square? I can move anywhere in this blue square and still fire. Oh yeah, that's right, this bar here, that tells you how effective your shot is. So this is a hunting rifle. The green area is the most effective range. That little red dot there, right, that's telling me that he is too close basically to me. So I want to get it in that green area. So if I move back, say, if I move back here, see, it's now in the green area. Now I've got a much better chance to hit, 76%. I'll still miss though, because that's what I do. Pistols, see, pistols get their best chance to hit right up close. Let's just take the shots off from here, shall we? So that's the cool thing about weapon jam. That's the cool thing about pistols, it's only 3 AP to fire it. It's not that much less damage than other weapons. It's got a slightly higher critical hit chance than some other weapons. Yeah, sometimes you get a weapon jam, and that's where weapon modifications come in really handy. So I could normally unjam it, same button as reload, but it costs me 4 AP, so I can't do it. So I'm just going to crouch and end my turn. Now this guy with the machine gun, I'm going to get right up close and personal and fire. Oh, took my weapon. Bust. Alright, let's get rid of this Toad, shall we? Finish him off. So he's bleeding, so he'll take damage every turn now. Now I don't have any other weapons, so I'm gonna have to go in and punch him. Yeah, fist him from behind. It's kind of weird. Almost got him. Now I should be able to kill him next shot now. Now this here, so down here, it tells you if you're in the leadership range of your leader, which is kind of cool. So that gives you a bonus to hit. This is all your status effects basically. This one here, under pressure, nearby enemies are interfering with aiming, minus 45% hit chance. So because this guy is using a sniper rifle, he's no good that close up. Goodbye, Toady. And it should have my pistol, which I'll give back to Albrecht. It's the members only jacket. Let's have a look and see. So let's show you the members only jacket. Oh, I can't wear it. Oh, that one quite literally is junk. After all that talk, one of them actually is junk. Oh, yeah. That's all medical equipment. And what do we got here? Ooh, a mechanical man. Is that PD unit, so yeah, okay, they're quest items. Some notes. So the rail nomad camp is to the north, which is marked off. So that gave you a better look at what combat is like. But yeah, I feel the pacing's good. You know, I don't feel bored with it. It's challenging. You know, it is genuinely quite good. Now we've all got a level, so I'll show you leveling up. To level up, you call base.
Echo 1, go ahead. Got an what?
You update your requests sometimes.
But our price.
Oh yeah. So these are the new areas. So there's been an emergency call from there.
Hey, Dr. Matt Spivey, Mayor used to be part of it. They built their tower on top of an old crane. Roger, Echo 1. Ready to command out.
Okay, and now let's do our level up, shall we?
Copy, Echo 1. Echo 1, congratulations, Echo 1.
Congratulations, yay! So now they've got their level. I can start allocating skills and attributes. So you do get attribute points from some of those statues, and I think you get attribute points every few levels as well. 5 skill points to spend. Now as you go up, see, these cost 2. As you get higher and higher, some of these higher skills cost, 4 or 5 or more. So I'm going to totally put it in handguns and mechanical. No, smartass. Oh, you know what? You never know when repair's going to come in handy. Yep. And I think your amount of skill points you get each level is based on your intelligence skill. So yeah, let's go. Gonna make sure that we give some to the combat skills. So surgeon is so field medic is used for healing people. Surgeon is used for I think crippled limbs and also reviving. So if somebody is unconscious. So let's get some points in submachine guns so that I can do more damage. And leadership. There we go. Right, let us depart this popsicle stand, shall we? We're going to head to the Ag Center. I probably won't even complete... which way am I facing? This way. I probably won't even complete the Ag Center and then we'll call it done. But yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else there is to say about the game. There's... speech-related skill challenges, I imagine, from the factor that you can ask keywords in chat, which I'll show you that now. If I call up, see I've got this little text box down here, so I can put stuff in. So say, if I talk about Brian, let's have a look here. Brian Fargo.
Say again, over.
No. How about Vault?
I'm getting gibberish. Say
No.
again, over.
Well, what's something? Well, let's just say Ace. No.
Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate the update.
What can I ask?
I'm getting gibberish.
Okay, fine. Well, anyway, I imagine there's probably, knowing the producers of this game, I'm sure there's some hidden stuff that I should be typing in that little text box to get more information out of everybody as to what that stuff is. I don't know. Alrighty. So that's where are we? Let's go get some water. And then we'll go to the Ag Center. Combat. No! And there's a little bit of the radiation cloud that we'll be able to see there after this as well, so you can see what that's all about. So we'll do this combat. We'll get to the ag center. Ouch. Ouch. Sometimes you get like an extra AP, a lucky AP when you start your round. Blam. So I mean the animations are quite nice, like it's all fairly fluid. Another weapon jam. Stabby. Stabby. You go back and blow his head off. Ah, missed. Oh. Generally it helps if I hit. So where's my medic? So I'll show you the medic skill in action. I'm actually not all that hurt. I'll heal this dude. So you just go medic, click who you want to heal, select an item, he'll go over and heal. You can do it in combat as well. I think it uses 2 or 3 AP. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's get out of here and make it to the ag center. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions about Wasteland 2 that I haven't answered here, if you're unsure about whether or not you actually want to purchase it or anything like that, or you're just unsure how to do something, send me a message. I am happy to lend a hand where I can. Yeah, but beyond that, that's it's all pretty self-explanatory. You know, I mean, that's one of the things about games like this. It's got a kind of beautiful simplicity to it. It's just, you know, it's like a squadron-based kind of, you know, board game. Here's your dudes. Do what you need to do to get shit done. Now here you can see this is a radiation cloud. So if I start moving into it, I'll start taking damage. See, we'll move out of it now. And my little Geiger counter obviously went off as well. Let's make our way to the ag center.
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat,
Another oasis.
we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold it.
Alright, so we'll just kind of start the ag center.
Ag center, come in. We're under attack. The plant.
And then we'll call it done. I mean, we've seen combat, we've seen chat that you can pick, you know, the kind of... I suppose I didn't really show that very well, but back at the radio tower, there was a few different options there. Some of them were grayed out. When I changed my dude that I was chatting with on the side, so down over here, see it tells you that guy's got smart ass 2, you know, that guy's got, they've all got 0 on everything else.
No, listen. Suspicious, isn't it, Echo 1? Like, 10-4 Echo 1.
Etc, etc. Yeah, so if you get those grayed out things, it'll tell you what the requirement is, and then you'll just have to look at your dude, see if you can meet that requirement. Oh, what the hell? This dude's all mutated and stuff. Awesome. That looks very much like a painful way to die. Let's head in, shall we? Okay. All these little bugs to kill. Ah, I don't know why I did that for, that was silly. Trying to take a shot with the sniper rifle up close like that. So up here it tells you the kind of order of combat. So if you've got like a high combat initiative, you might get 2 turns in between. So it might be like this guy, this guy, this guy, then back to him. And then, you know. So yeah, combat initiative is really important. But I mean, on the same page, you can't sacrifice everything else just for combat initiative. Otherwise you'll just die. Because you'll be a bit of a, you know, you'll be able to move really quickly and do, you know, complete actions really quickly, but you won't actually be able to hurt anything. One of the bugs, no! Blam. Do some stabbing. Not enough AP. Alright. And that's the cool thing about bladed weapons as well, as they never jam. So yeah, that gives you a bit of a look at it all. I mean, I guess I could play on a higher difficulty level, you know. Also, some of the quests that requires you to leave party members behind. So I've got my party grouped. I can split my party up so that I can go, right, okay, you, the rest of you guys, come with me. So if I've got any quests where I need different people in different areas, that's always available to me. But anyway, yeah, that gives you the basics of what Wasteland 2 is. Yeah, it's a great lot of fun. It's challenging. It's an isometric turn-based RPG. It has a great story. It has good comedy. Like if you're used to Fallout 1 and 2's humor, it's the same kind of thing. I've skipped most of it in this because I didn't want to give any spoilers or anything like that. But yeah, beyond that, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have liked, please subscribe or follow the channel, depending on whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. And yeah, have a good night. See you next time.